Okay. Alright. Those games done, it looks like, but I think I fixed the stream thing. So thank you guys for letting me know that shit was all fucked up. Yeah, I don't know. Something happened. It looked like it was fine on my end. I didn't have anything that showed it drop. But then when I looked back, it clearly stopped like quite some time ago. So I'm sorry about that. Mm-hmm. Sorry, folks, I'm getting distracted by chats. Okay. Results look like they're coming in. We've got 5, 4, 3. We have a 2-1 blast off. Looks like Muhammad's taking it over table 2. So table 1 is still jamming. Muhammad taking the win at table 2. Muhammad 7-2 over JR. Let me get my numbers up here. Let's go to the switching tables screen for a minute. Table 3, Tyler 7, Nick 0. Table 2, Muhammad 7, JR 2. Table 5, Anthony 7, Kurt 3. Table 4, Richie 7-2 over Greg. Man, we got a lot of great matchups this round. And then table 1 is still cooking. So let's go to table 1. Let's see what's what over there. Sorry about the weirdness this round, guys. And thank you guys for telling me in Discord when this dropped and went dead. Thanks for letting me know. It's funny because you were like, hey chat, and then it just died. Okay, look. Good, because let me tell you, I asked the chat what their favorite buffalo wing flavor was. I thought that was a pretty easy layup question. And like, I don't normally just ask you guys random interactive type questions where I want like, oh guys, what's everyone's blah, blah, blah. But I'm just sitting here eating chicken wings and I'm like, man, these are so good. I wonder what everybody's favorite wing sauce flavor is. And then not a single person replied. I was like, all right, fine, fuck you guys. Fine, I get it. I'll talk about Final Fantasy TCG. I'm sorry. I'll talk about the matchup. My bad. All right, let's go ahead and get this up on the screen. It was working for about 5 minutes after that question. We just hated it. Oh, well, good. Well, then now you know how I really feel. All right. Oh, we're doing chime and shit? It's chime time? Whoa. Whoa. Whoa! Dude, we got a half melon here, too. Where's my girl? There she is, baby. Tyler with the gifted. Thank you, brother. Gift. Melazine, chime, cloud, all these. Oh, we got a little sneaky orange. We're splashing water. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? Hydrate. Thank you, Muhammad. I will be hydrating right now. My first time I've played since Nat. Still as fun, but man, I'm rusty. Look, that's why you got to come in here and knock the rust off. You know where to do it. I got to drink this water now. Thank you. Thank you. I'm hydrated. Ifrit. RNA EX. Too late. Alright, so yeah, a little mono-lighting, mono-fire. What's funny, I think, well, it's not really mono-lighting. It is, I mean, it is, right? It is. But I see you. I see you, Leo Oriander, sneaking in there. A very few couple of baby blues. Some interesting Dragoon synergy here. But all in all, just a cool mono lightning build that we've been workshopping here into a mono fire. I love seeing both of these running around. But now we are ready to pair the next round, folks. So that is exactly what we're going to do. Right after that lovely rendition of the Yuffie theme. Parents going up. Meow, he says. Look at that. Questions. What other questions do we have? For 3 Clive specifically, it's especially is only correct if one is removed from the game. Yes, okay. Perfect. Thank you. Lostly, also one of my faves for getting in there with the... Oh, Nick dropped. Okay, hold on. Let me fix this then. Right, there we go. Next round. Okay. Thanks, up for round 2. Time will start at 8:05 and will be called 8:45. Players may begin when ready. Technically made a misplay in my match. Auto loss, or do we just move on because we learned? We move on. We move on. The game is over. The slip is signed. But we will have to just, you know, warning. Keep your eye on that in the future. This is a strict and stern warning. I'm definitely recording it in my book of warnings. Lesson learned, Chief, yeah. We'll get you down to the big book of warnings. Yeah, warning, exactly. Big warning. It's a warning in all caps. Alright. Like before you face a boss in Mega Man X4, warning. Exactly. Okie day, let's go and check out the games. Looks like we got a billion copies of some of these tables. And table 1 is going to be Muhammad and Anthony. I think we got to check that out. Let's get this live on the screen. Perfect. Got Muhammad on the left. Oh no, Anthony on the left, sorry. AK at the bottom, and then Muhammad on the top. AK at the right. Go. We got a mono water or just something that's heavily water, at least over here. But it is Muhammad. He's been known to play some mono water decks in his time. It does in fact look like it is mono water. Over here we've got a wind water. I'm looking at a Luso, so I'm seeing some cast shenanigans. Very interesting. King Tycoon searching out the Lena and saying go ahead. Of course, that nice little backup for backup. You love to see those search synergies in any of these decks, help you get set up quickly. Realm is going to attack. It's going to be Northstalin to damage, and that's one of those backups we were just talking about that help you get set up. Northstalin, of course, maybe one of the first, maybe one of the best early examples of a setup backup. 4 CP backup that searches for any Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles backup and adds it to your hand. And the list was long, and it had options in almost, in really on every color, but it had really playable options in almost every color. This is a really, really cool little consistency piece for deck building for a long time. It still is, as you see here. Cool old school Stola here. Wow, we're looking for Sid here. Playing Sid, looking at the top 3 cards of the deck to see if there are any backups. There's a Stiltskin. Pretty good. Pretty good. You get Stiltskin for Evray here. Excuse me, feels pretty good to get that. Oh, we're going to Asura. Play him. Oh my goodness, we're going to play the Stiltskin. We're going to get the Evray. We're going to use it. We're going to play the Evray off of the King Tycoon and use it. How about that? This turn he's actually gone pretty crazy. So we started with playing Sid Highwind, right? Sid, then Asura, then Stiltskin, then Evray. So it's 4 casts. Now we're going to draw a card with Len. Reanimate our backup. And pass the turn. Pretty good, efficient turn there from Anthony. He got the Evray down and started using it right away. Got the card draw off the Len already because of the Asura combo. And Sid Highwind actually checks Realm's body, which is really funny. Play Nymea. And draw a card for the trouble. And you get your free backup down, why not? A little free water dude. Alright. Sorry guys, dealing with this silly nonsense. Alright, I'm back. We've got Snovlinka in play, dude. What's she snobbing? We have 5 points of damage, or we have not. So when she enters the field, we got one of these two. We got to either give her haste, and if she deals damage to an opponent or forward, double it instead, or deal a forward 8,000 damage. I imagine we're on the double bus here. Alright, anyway. I know, I keep looking away and coming back, folks. I'm getting blown up on my other screen, and it is, like, wildly distracting while trying to do this. Ignacio, thank you so much for the follow, friend. If it's for free, it's for me. Cauliflower knows the line. They know the line. That's right. I played a mono win deck tonight at Locals, says Brett, and my brain hurt after 2 games. Yeah, oh boy. It can be a lot. You really have to kind of already know what the flowchart looks like. It's a very difficult deck to like sit down and be like, okay, and then I guess I could do this or do this. You kind of have to have in your brain like, okay, if I have a Lulu and a Chocobo, like I can always do this to get 5 casts, or like I should always prioritize this or this, or like once I have this card, I can always get another 3 casts, or it can always lead me to the combo. Like, and it really just comes with practicing it. You just got to practice it and play it a bunch, and then you're comfortable with it and you know what you're looking for, and yeah, it's all just the whole thing. And that's exactly why you take it to Locals, right? Is you start working those brain juices on in tournaments that don't matter. Well, not that Locals doesn't matter, you know what I mean. Tournaments with low stakes. Hey, not Aiden Ghoul, welcome back. Long time no see. Hey, well, we're here. We kept the lights on for you, and we're ready to keep doing the thing. FFTCG, baby. This mono water monster's wreaking havoc on the other side of the table from a little bit of a different wind water cast thing going on here tonight. So the more things change, the more they stay the same, and we are in round 2 right now. How have you been? You have good holidays? You actually took the off season off? You know, I think a lot of people have been doing that. Even myself, I had between like life happening and car trouble stuff and some other things going on, I missed a lot of Locals. Normally I don't miss them ever, and I missed a lot of them over the last 2 months. I feel like really bad about it, but I've had I've had some really weird in between November and December I had weird car stuff, and now I've got like this weird health stuff going on. So but we'll figure it all out. And we'll get right back there. It was really good. You got engaged? That's incredible. That's incredible. Congratulations. That's amazing. That's awesome. How exciting. And that's got to make, I mean, man, that paints it in, like, a totally different light, dude. Already such a magical time of year and all that. Man, that's so cool. Congratulations, really. I'm excited for you. And now, it's time to get back engaged with Final Fantasy TCG. I don't know. It's we've got, you know, between these off-season events coming up in the next few months, we've got hopefully a competitive season starting in April. We'll see. We'll see. I'm waiting to hear the news the same as you guys. Oh my goodness, dog. We got Opus 24 Hero Waka. I love this guy. We just did an Opus 24 draft the other day at Hunter's house, and I was playing this guy. I had 2 copies of this guy, and there was actually doing some work. Alexander, yeah, so we're just cast on. The fact that we've got, dude, we're stacking Alexander, Poo-Poo, and Cuckoo. The Poo-Poo Cuckoo stack. You talking about a Poo-Poo Cuckoo stack? The Poo-Poo Cuckoo stack. So what's actually competitive viable now? You know, that's a great question. That's a great question. We have had all kinds of things shaking up this Opus, but I think some things that are pretty hot right now, Ice Fire, like Warriors lists, because they got that new Warrior that basically does like the Laswell thing, where every time one comes in you can like dull freeze a guy, so that's happening. Anything that can play Seymour, the 5-drop Ice Seymour, he's very popular. So we've actually had a lot of streams, if you go back and watch over the last few weeks, where we've had Mono Ice and Ice X decks happening. So like we've seen a lot of like Ice Earth, we've seen a lot of Ice Wind, Mono Ice, even Ice Water, a lot of that stuff popping up, because they're all just using the really powerful Ice cards that just came out to set things like Seymour, etc. Yeah, Warriors, Knights obviously still good. Mono Water we've seen. Japan, you got some cool stuff. There's like the Final Fantasy VIII deck. I've got that one sleeved up and playing a little bit of that. It's got a lot of the new Final Fantasy VIII cards in it. Looking at Seymour, he's cracked. Yeah, dude, he's a little wild. We got Tyler playing Golbez. That's right, playing Golbez this week. Hell yeah. Golbez crushing it. Are we 2-0, Tyler? There's a lot of good decks, yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh, looking likely, he says, okay. Not bad. Oh, time magic? Yeah, there's some of that stuff going on. Build that dancer's deck? Look, you guys already know. You know I'm the dancer guy. The dancer daddy. Dude, the fire, so we've had mono fire also recently that's been doing some cool stuff. Mono lightning recently doing cool stuff. Mono ice recently doing cool stuff. Mono water recently doing cool stuff. You know what we haven't seen? So honestly, I was building a mono earth deck that focused on all the new retainers. Like, because they can kind of just go mono earth now with all the Final Fantasy 15 stuff. I think there might be something interesting there, but I haven't really played it yet. And I guess it only leaves, what, mono wind, which of course, you know, still doing mono wind stuff. So I think, you know, we're in a spot right now where all the colors are, you know, are playable, and they have they have really fun, good lists. They even, in fact, have a couple different options for some of them for the fun, different lists. Most of the tournaments look the same old, we'll have other bullshit. Well, there haven't been many real tournaments that, like, I don't know, that have happened recently here, but I guess, yeah, also Warrior of Light is probably still way up there, and I'm just not naming it because it's kind of like a given. Just telling my link show member if I'm still loving them that we're doing this. Alright. Oh, there he is. See, look, I guess it's not too hard when I'm Snugsy on everything. You can just look up Snugsy. What's going on, Astika? Welcome to stream. Welcome to the Final Fantasy trading card game, brother. And let me tell you, woo, we've got a whole bunch of shit going on the screen. So, this is, we play here on an unofficial client. So, of course, there's, you know, oh, there you go. That's good. That's good. There's the official TCG, and it does not have an official client. So we play on this, like, third-party client, which has, you know, all the lovely sandbox nature of playing in something like this. But, you know, of course, it does make it a little harder to follow along because things are not neatly snapping into their fields. They're kind of just all over the place. There's not like animations showing you who's attacking or doing what. So, you know, we always try to explain a little as we go here. But basically what we've got up top is, this is a mono water monster deck. Everything in this deck is water. And they've got a whole bunch of monsters on the table. And what they're looking to do here is kind of, monsters are hard to interact with on the opponent's turn. So what the water player is trying to do is create kind of like an overwhelming advantage with things that are hard to interact with, and then attack the opponent all at once. Now the opponent is playing a deck that's got a lot of Final Fantasy X characters in it, but that is just kind of all about like really good value, like reusing their resources over and over again. Like both of these guys untap their resources as they cast cards. So this one's just kind of like gets a lot of value out of casting a whole bunch of little small things, and they kind of add up to big effects. So we're seeing a very interesting matchup here between these two decks. What TV, brother? Welcome to stream. These cards are all looking familiar. Oh, and I just saw that you had a break key thing up there too. I missed it. Welcome to stream, brother. It's been a long time. Yeah, we've actually got a couple old heads here, like Tros, Opus 16, 15. We've got, God, I guess some of these aren't that old. But, you know, we got old Stiltskin, Opus 13. I know you know this Yuna. I know you were around for Lulu. Yeah, there's a lot of old stuff. Look, you know this guy. King Tycoon, man. This is from back in the day, dude. Can you believe sometimes it's only been almost 10 years since this shit started? It's kind of wild. So behind on 13 foils. They've got a whole lot of them now, man. There's so many new cards. Obviously, right? They just keep going. We haven't gotten as much. You know what? We're probably overdue for some good original 13 art. We just got the one set that had, you know, we got like one of all the characters in a new style, but I don't know. I think we could get a little more. Left around Opus 15. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like COVID time. It was hard to stick around. There wasn't much going on. You know, I don't blame people for leaving at about that time. Basically, you're looking at 2 years of no events ahead of you, you know? I got my butt kicked by Golbez and friends. That was wild. Dude, Golbez is 2-0 this week. Let's go, dude. Oh, man. Appreciate the rundown. I've never played this. Sorry, I'm catching up a bit in chat. Yeah, so Final Fantasy TCG has actually been out in North America since 2017. 2018 is when the competitive season started. And let me tell you, the running joke in the FFTCG community is, oh, there's a Final Fantasy trading card game? Because Square Enix sure does not really do anything to promote it ever. And we're like the best or the worst kept secret. I don't know, best kept secret. Worst kept secret would mean everybody knows about it. Nobody knows about it. I've played a lot of card games. Now, you know, of course, Astika is one of the people who sees me waste away all of my time at Final Fantasy XI. So he doesn't need to be told this, but obviously I'm steeped very deep in Final Fantasy and I love FF, but I've been playing TCGs my whole life, and I say often that, damn, if this was not the best designed trading card game I've ever played, it would be a lot easier to care less about it. It does not have the best EV, it doesn't have the best awareness, and I'm not really sure what Square is doing with it. But I do know that this is like, I wish I could like it less, because I can't. I just think about it when I play other games, and how this is designed better. So, yeah, I keep coming back to the Final Fantasy trading card game. Witch of the Fens. I love also Ryoma Ito. This artist is like one of my favorite artists. He draws some cool stuff, some nice. I love just like the style of. yeah, like Rob's saying, he hasn't even been around in like 5 years and he hasn't forgotten about it. Yeah, still stopping by a stream just to see what's going on. I mean, hey, you know, the more it changes, the more it stays the same. It looks familiar. You know, you see like King Tycoon, and he's got like one of the best backups in the game to search now. So King Tycoon, he went from an absolute zero, a card you'd never play, to an incredible backup searcher. Now you can get Lena, which is a card that has way too much text. It's a 2-drop EX backup that's both a Princess and a Warrior of Light. And it says when your opponent uses an EX, you draw a card, plus it can revive somebody from your discard pile. This card does too much. It does too much! Sad with the artist leaving. Like, oh yeah, I mean that was a little upsetting. They just did the children's books too, right? Like the VV children's books. But he said he wants to kind of go and do like, he's like excited to be a freelance artist, so it'll be kind of interesting to see what he works on. If he gets to do whatever he wants, you know. I visited a card shop, saw a Sephiroth card. I said, okay, I'll try it. And now I love this game, and I have multiple decks, and none of them have Sephiroth. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? And the GameStop was carrying cards again? Heck yeah. Dude, that is the one thing that when you ask people about Final Fantasy cards, they pull out the Magic stuff, or they only think about the Magic stuff. It's just like, yeah, it's funny. Oh, we've got the Cloud theme song. All right, we gotta. This song is so. It's what a bop, he says. I'm Cloud. I have a sword, dude. Okay, we gotta go to the Final Fantasy 8 one now. Wait, go back. Not that one. There we go. We gotta get our jazz back on. I can't with the Cloud with the sword song. Some friends sent me Magic cards. That's sick. I called that we would have a problem due to the Magic set. Nah, dude, I think that the Magic set was overall great for us. I don't think we have a problem because of it. I think it was really good for the TCG. I do just think it does introduce some confusion, and it's way more likely that people are going to have the other thing. I think, unfortunately, it sets up somebody who is looking for FFTCG but doesn't really know what they are looking at to get the wrong thing. But I mean, I'm sure they're happy with, you know, their Final Fantasy trading card experience either way. But it is funny that, like, for example, love my mom, you know, I hope everybody out there, call your mom, love your mom. For Christmas, she knows I do Final Fantasy stuff, so she goes to the store and she says she wants Final Fantasy TCG stuff, and of course they just give her, you know, they give her Magic stuff, which is fine. Thanks, I love that too. But it is funny because, you know, she's like, I did it, I got the thing, and it's like, well, kinda. I lurked the Magic pages and just kept linking the NA group when the set dropped. That's so funny. Oh boy. Oh boy. Folks, there's just always always something going on, man. I'm getting so distracted today. I liked the cutscenes. It was nice to see the characters do more things with their voices. Yeah, I saw that you linked the Terra thing. I saw it the other day. I was looking back for something and saw that video in the Discord. The that game, when does it actually release? I know, because that was like the beta for it, right? It desperately needs to be on console, says Tyler, because it made his fingers hurt. I miss Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, I'm not gonna lie. I miss DFFOO a lot. Like, I don't know if that's like just Stockholm Syndrome or what, dude, but I even just wish that I could just play the game and do the old content, dude. Like, they don't have to give me new stuff. Just let me finish the shit I didn't get to finish, dude. There's like some weirdo stuff I didn't get to try or do, like, or I would go back and do it again in like a different weird way. I don't know. My only Square Enix interactions lately have been sponsorships. Yo, did anybody else in chat get the To Whom It May Concern letter from Square Enix about their address change? Let me bust out my Square Enix my Square Enix official letterhead here. Notice of change in business address. They changed their headquarters in North America. I feel like they've been in that building for 1 billion years. Like, this is pretty significant. The one that was right next to the Nats, if anybody went there to visit it, it says, To Whom It May Concern, this notice is to inform you that Square Enix And Square Enix LLC are changing to a new business address. It's somewhere else in El Segundo. It's not the same building at all. It's just totally different. Please make a new note of this information in your records. They moved across the hall? It doesn't seem... I mean, maybe. Did they? It doesn't seem like it's the same address. This is 2150 East Grand Avenue. And the other one was like 999 something. And they were on like the second floor or third floor or something. I mean, they're still in the same town. I mean, they're close. But it's just interesting. They clearly are like downsizing, right? I mean, I guess they just fired all those... Just fired all those people! The Google map will show it to be like 2 blocks away. Yeah, right. They just cart all this stuff over. I mean, I'm sure it's very close, but it's just interesting. I think it says a lot about how much they downsized that company, because they were there for like decades, man. If not always. Map the distance from the new address to the embassy suites. To whom it may concern, that's right. Somebody said to me, why did they send you that letter? And I said, clearly because I might be concerned. It may concern me. Need I say more? We've got, a Waka Flocka Flame here. Yeah, we're gonna Sahagin the Waka Blocka. We're gonna Sahagin the Waka Blocka back to hand, so there's no Blocka from Waka. And we're just showing like, oh, I could have done, I should have like played this guy in Alexander, a monster or something. But yeah, I think this one is, yeah, Muhammad. Oh yeah, Payne also can counter it. Kane to get the Alexander, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to have this one go to Muhammad. So let's go ahead and look at the results here. All right, results. Organized play tab. The table 1, which we just saw here, this is Muhammad taking it 7-3. 7-3. I see you guys dragging all your stuff around and talking through it, but don't forget to report. Alright. Table 2, Tyler took a 7-0 over Brendan. Dude, we got a Golbez Mono Water Finals. Unfortunately, usually Golbez gets fucked in those finals. Table 3, Vince Richie. Vince 7, Richie 4. Although there might be 3 undefeated, we'll see where we're at. Table 5, JR 7, Greg 6. And table 4, Logan 7-4 over Kurt. Okay. Next round, folks. We do have 3 undefeated players. So we are going to have... Okay, so we got Vince versus Tyler at table 1. And then Muhammad got paired down against Richie here. So that's an interesting game as well. But we're going to watch Vince for the first time today. We're going to watch him against Tyler. So we're gonna go general for pairings here and post it. Yo, the amount of people blowing me up on Discord while I'm in the middle of streaming right now is wild, and I needed to slow down. I'm busy. All right, pairings are up for round 3. Time will begin. Time is going to start at 8:45 for this round, folks. So that means 9:25 it will be called. And if we need a tiebreaker after that, we will have one. Alright, pairings are up for the players. My Discord be like EXEX. It really is, brother. If you guys, if you only knew. I mean, it's not really that exciting for any of you, but it is really just, it's just silly drama. From adults in their 30s and 40s. Alright, we are going to move to finals. Stop being so handsome and popular on Discord. Oh, flattery will get you everywhere, Brett. Just because you're hiding over there in YouTube chat doesn't mean I don't see you. Alright, let's go ahead. My birthday was just a week ago. Happy birthday last week. Let's see. Ignacio, thank you for the follow earlier, by the way. I'm sorry, I don't know if I thanked you for it. I did notice. I know about the TCG game, and I have a starter set of 2 decks, but I didn't know it was played competitively until I met a player from Spain who taught me everything, and now I'm interested in playing on Octagon. Hey, that's awesome. Well, Ignacio, first of all, if you haven't already joined the Discord, I believe the link is below the stream here. Feel free to click the join the Returners Hideout Discord there, and we post free events every Wednesday night. We have these events. They start at 7 p.m. Eastern, so I don't know if you're over there in Spain, because I know you said you met a player from Spain. So, you know, we always start about an hour and 40 minutes ago here. And we do about 3 or 4 rounds. It's free to play. Come by anytime and jam with us, or at least hang out and watch until you're comfortable enough to step in the ring. You also can help get your Octagon set up in the Discord. We've got a setup help that can walk you through it. We got people who can answer questions for you. And we'd be happy to have you. Yeah, we definitely played this game competitively. This game has had competitive seasons in the year 2018, 19, and then it came back into 2024-5. So now we've got 2026 coming up soon here. Hopefully another fun competitive season. But yeah, it's been great since the return post-COVID, and we're still out there competing and jamming. Maybe even in a local store near you. Who knows? But yeah, come on by. We got people playing. Yeah, like what just said. People playing from all over. We've got guys playing from Australia here tonight. We had guys playing from Japan last week. So, you know, we got people all over the place joining us on the online weekly. It's one of the best parts of playing the online weekly is you can play against people from all over. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the game here. We're gonna see Table 1, which could potentially be our finals for tonight, depending. We get to see a little Golbez action again, and depending on when we get here, he might already be. Oh, guys, I got you here just in time. Golbez has just been cracked. So the Lunafreya is on the field. We have just revealed the kill spell, and we have targeted our Golbez. So now Golbez targets are flooding the board. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Okay, so we explained this earlier, but we'll just go through it one more time. Golbez was on the field. He says when he goes to the discard pile, you search your deck for up to 4 different forwards that cost 2 of different elements and play them all on the field. And so we played Odin, we played Lunafreya, we revealed an Odin. We used Lunafreya's effect to use the revealed Odin to kill our own Golbez. Golbez died, and then we searched our deck for 4 different 2-drops. We got Reno, Seven, Guido, and Yuna, the same 4 as last time. And then we discarded the Odin to play Nyx, just like last time. So we have the exact same opener here that we've seen in the last few games from Tyler, and that kind of consistency can be really, really powerful when you're trying out something like this Golbez. It puts 3 counters on the Guido at the end of the turn. It gives us exactly 6 forwards, which lets us use Yuna's ability 3 times, because remember, Yuna's action ability requires you to dull 2 active forwards. Then you get to choose one of these 3 moves. So as long as we have 6 active forwards, we can use her ability to cancel an auto 3 times, really rendering our board pretty protected from a lot of different types of removal. So we're going to see what Foxy Jira has to do, and the way that they typed, oh my god, my draw, doesn't seem like it's look, it's going to be so good. Yuna, stop. Yeah, this card is actually this card was an absolute menace, the set that it came out, and it was restricted to 1 almost immediately. did not last a full set before it was put on the restricted list for the upcoming set. Now you can only have one copy of this card in your deck. It is very powerful. Plus, she's showing the pits, so you know people love that. Then we got Guido getting old mossy turtle here. He's getting the 3 counters. Dude, this is, if there's ever been a time for the Guido with the deal with it sunglasses emotes, now is the time. Drop the Guido emotes in chat. It is Guido's turn here. He's drawing, because he gets to see the Golbez go to the break zone, right? And since a character you controlled was put from the field to the break zone this turn, he gets 3 knowledge counters, which means when you start your turn, the very first thing that's going to happen is we're going to draw 2, and then we're going to sack another 2 counters off of Guido. Oh wait, you can just do it now. You can do it on your opponent's turn. Remove 3 knowledge counters from Guido, draw 2 cards. Did Richie drop? Not as far as I know, brother. You're good, right? 8:45 start time, you're good, you're good. I know, he just, he used the full length of his break. Alright, I am alive. The board looks so scary with all the forwards. So yeah, the one thing is, it is absolutely terrifying, right? The forwards get swarmed, and you basically get a 2-turn clock. Do you have something that you can do about this? Now, Zonde is a pretty big, beefy old boy. So let's talk about what exactly Zonde can do about this. When he enters the field, you name a job, and all the forwards with the name job lose all their abilities till the end of the turn. Of course, we're probably trying to take away Yuna's abilities that she's going to be able to try to tax us. Then at the beginning, of the attack phase during each of your turns, choose a forward the opponent controls, deal 9,000 damage. Then you draw a card and discard a card. If you discard a Zonde with the effect, you trigger it again. So what we're doing is we're playing him, and we're probably just saying Gullwings. Now we're going to see if we get to cook the Yuna. He's going to try to tax all the things. So he says tax, he says tax, we paid 1, we paid 1. Then he says no more tax, he says yes, sorry, tax. We do the third tax, we're going to discard Amaterasu, and alright, so we are trying to come in and attack, but unfortunately, Monofire has a way of pushing back. Vivi has been going into the EX zone to stop these types of attacks from happening. In fact, Vivi has been the bane of the Golbez aggro since he was printed in 2018. And my man Vivi is absolutely going to hold it down here, as he will blast one of those attackers. Reno is going to die. And now we play the Onion Knight, pass the turn. One of our forwards did die, so 3 counters go on to Guido here. Remember when the VV foils were expensive? Hey, I mean, you know what? We might be living in a world like that again sometime soon, as we have a lot of Final Fantasy IX cards coming out soon. There's a small focus on it in the upcoming set, I believe. Which stores here still play? I think you got to go to like, you got to drive like an hour and change south to Greg's Games. But that was a pretty cool store. When I went to the LQ in New Jersey there, I didn't get to go last year, but I went 2 years ago. They got a great crew there. But it is a bit of a drive from where we lived. 2.5, yeah, oh boy. Yeah, it's a while. I just know it's not convenient. Yeah, that's maybe too far. That's maybe too far. A little different than the old 15 minutes, right? Alrighty. Lightning still at 2026. The storm is here. Yeah, dude, and she is storming. In fact, Clive is gonna get dulled. My man is gonna turn everything sideways, and Gomez is going to explode onto the field here. Turn one Gomez is nasty, dude. My man had it all 3 games. It's just, it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. With a really cool setup for Gomez these days. You love to see it. So let's go ahead and check out table 2 and see if Tyler is going to be walking away with it all this week, or if he's going to have a tiebreaker to play. We're switching tables, folks. Alright, what's going on over here in this game? Brett says we know to pick the peak tunes. Hey man, I'll tell you what, my secret is I type Final Fantasy Jazz into YouTube and then I pick the ones that look jazzy. So far, so good. Alright. Oh, Ash EX Burst, my favorite, my flavorite. We've got Muhammad versus Richie here. Looks like we've got. Why did he target Savlinka? Alright, so it looks like we've got the 12 deck up here from Richie that's also taking advantage of Grahatia. We'll talk about him in just a second. Then on the bottom, we've got Muhammad playing that Mono Water Monsters deck from before, but the Snuvlinka is a very interesting little tech piece in here. It's cool to see how she's kind of interacting with the deck, kind of putting that actual forward pressure, the kill pressure on. So we've got Grahatia here. When Graha enters the field, you reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. It basically is checking for how many elements there are, and then it returns them all to the bottom of the deck in any order, right? So it's looking for, if there are 3 or more different elements, you draw 2 cards. If there are 5 or more, you also have the cost required for your next task reduced by 4. And if there were 8 or more, which remember is every element in the game, and it's only among 5 cards, you also remove all the characters your opponent controls and all cards in your opponent's break zone from the game. Let me tell you, that is such a cathartic feeling that you feel like you won your like Final Fantasy for like a long time. Like you're like, oh, I just won for like weeks when you pull something like that off. People chasing that dragon out here, but really he's already just a really, really good card to draw those 2 cards and then make your next cast -4. I have yet to have all 8 revealed against me, but he's still plenty of a menace with that free cast, follow-up, and drawing 2 cards. And I'm sure somebody out there has had the 8 revealed against them. Now we're going to watch Azema just go ahead and try to blast the Snovlinka. We're going to flip a second Azema into damage, and that's exactly why we picked that forward. It's pretty funny. She takes both. It is 6k, 6k. He didn't have enough 12s to kill her, so he had to use 2. He did 2 Azemas to kill her. It's fine, it worked out. Muhammad considering whether or not he wants to put in any more damage. You could use the blue worm and bounce it back, but there's no need to do that right now. Snub is a good one of it, pretty much anything. I mean, if you're not doing light or dark, sure, yeah. Alright, we've got Big Boy Levy, dude. Large, hashtag large Levy. Kadaj used to go in everything. Yeah, I guess it does kind of have that kind of feeling, right? Just generically good dark card. Costs 3 CP, good at closing games. You want to see that Golbez deck list? Look, just go into the Discord and in the deck list channel, tag Tyler and ask him. I promise he'll drop it for you. I promise he'll share you the deck list. I mean, Tyler is probably in chat right now listening, and we'll give it to you. But he can drop a link in the Twitch chat. It'll auto ban it. You see Brett on the old YouTube side of things. Tyler is looking for the list, if you'd be so kind. All right, let's see. Hey, I've been muted. Whoops. Alright, you know, that shit happens. That shit happens. This is what you get for typing in and talking and doing everything at the same time. Alright. And it looks like Muhammad took this one for the game, which means we are going to a tiebreaker between Muhammad and Mr. Golbez himself, Tyler, dude. All right, we're getting the finals ready for you guys right now. We've got Muhammad and we've got Tyler getting ready, squaring up for the finals. For the big tiebreaker. The great tiebreaker of our time. Is YouTube ever going to get fun emotes? Or maybe I have to sub over here too so I can see them. Oh, you know what, Brett? Well, don't do any kind of subbing on YouTube right now. I have done nothing except like set it and forget it as far as the multi-stream. I can look into that for you. That is a great question. I'm gonna write it down. I've got a little sticky note thing right here. That is an excellent question that I did not think about. Because, you know, YouTube is new to the multi-stream here. YouTube emotes. And please, there's no need for any multi-sub, anything like that. We'll see about getting you some YouTube emotes. See what we can do. What are your favorites, dude, Brett? What do you need? You know, I know we're gonna get the EX in there for sure. Sub on all of the platforms. Slow down over there. We can get you the spinning Kektoroni too. I love that one. That's a great one. The RBA retired final. Perfect. Alright, the finals are ready for us. All right, we are going into the finals. Finals. I had a lot of fun tonight. That's great because I felt so bad that you started with a bye. Never the best way to start. I got my oatmeal slapped by Golbez and Storm. Look, hey, you know what? There's a lot of weird stuff going on. So speaking of, dude, I'm pretty sure Tyler has had the Golbez open every time. Muhammad actually had a... Muhammad. I'm so sorry. I feel for you, brother. I've had this start. I've had the Luna Preya miss. Blue Worm draw a card. Apkalu draw a card. No backup still. Ugh. Well, we're going to go ahead and play Golbez, Luna Preya, and we hit the new Ramu, or the newer Ramu, to choose an active forward and break it. We're going to blow up our Golbez. Muhammad says, okay, does not have the Kukulate or anything in hand. Golbez does go to the break zone. We're going to bring out Reno. Stream is a little blurry for you. I don't know. I can, I mean, I don't think there's much I can do about it right now for you, but I could look. I haven't changed anything. But I can take a peek after stream. I appreciate the heads up, this person. I always am happy to look into anything like that. So we got the same start we've gotten every time. Let's talk about this because I really, really like it. The Luna Freya hits a lightning summon that can kill the Golbez, right? So we resolve Golbez and we add the lightning summon to our hand. We play out Reno, Seven, Yuna, and Guido every time. Then we add the Ramu back to our hand. And we pitch it and play Nyx for 1 CP. So we have the same setup every time here. And then we have Guido, who gets to put 3 counters on himself right away. We have Seven getting ready to cancel things right now. And then Reno's ready to help move things through. Now, the thing that's cool is the Guido, he gets those counters at the end of your turn, but you can remove 3 knowledge counters from him at any time to draw 2 cards. So as soon as Muhammad does something on his turn, the first thing Tyler's going to do is draw the 2 cards and then see if he gets a 7 Snake Bite that he could use right there to cancel whatever the thing is Muhammad's trying to do. When I played him, he had Famfrit. Yeah, both players sack a forward, and then he sacks the Golbez, and you're like, wait, I didn't realize this meant you get 4 dudes. It's one of those decks where they go all in immediately, and sometimes they just get punished. Like, sometimes they kill their own Golbez, and you 1 CP Kukulane him in response to them targeting their Golbez. Then the Odin resolves, and the Golbez, he dies, and they don't get anything. And you draw a card, you know? Like, there are ways to totally blow him out. He got right by him. He snuck right by him. So yeah, here we are. Here we are. We've frozen the Yagrosh. Now Yagrosh again does a lot to help with things like Yuna, but you know, the Yag is frozen and we still have all these attackers. So they will begin to oh no, they'll freeze the blue worm. Oh no, we were attacking with Mont, we animated blue worm, and then we dulled. Okay. Or rather, we were attacking with Yuna. And then we attack with 7. Yeah, the mod is so gross too, right? Because they all just attack. 7, Reno, Lunafreya, Nyx. Now, Schultz, you might stop here, right? Because Schultz is you look at the top 3 cards of your deck and you put them in the top or bottom in any order. Then you reveal the top card and add it to your hand. So, if he puts 2 cards on top of his deck, then adds something in the hand. If the next card's EX, the next 2 are EX. You know, you probably just stop swinging here. Adding Gao to his hand, okay. Okay, we're a Gao guy, okay. Imagine if Golbez ran ice and you could run Jill Nabat to prevent the fire ping. Oh yeah, well the backup, you mean? But she stops it from backups or something, doesn't she? Yeah. It would stop Vivi. Oh, we got another song with lyrics, dude. I don't want to know. Look, Eyes on Me is great, but we can just let's not right now. All right, cool. Excuse me. Nah, it didn't mean no music. Music box. Music box, do your job. Thank you. All right, Tyler is he's as wide as he could be right now. Look at this man. And the blue worm should be dead. Yeah, so the blue worm is dead, yeah, because he animated last turn, so he dies. Eyes off me, that's right. They call him old Wide Tyler, yeah. Big Hotels commercial ad break guy. I'll tell you, man, I don't know what Muhammad's gonna be able to pull out of his hat here. He's got the Malboro. Maybe you can get like 3 of them all at once and just attack and then trigger all 3 Malboros. No, he won't even get to attack. Yuna's gonna stop it. We can cancel the autos. I mean, we got to be able to deal with so many of this stuff before we so much of this stuff rather before we can even get through. And after all of that, my man may just be sitting on a 7. Alright, so Tyler's now going for the kill turn. Things are just going to turn sideways. Muhammad's praying for level 6 EXs. I don't see him, and I don't see a way out of this for him here as we're going to see the 7th damage. Oh, he didn't flip the 7th. There it is. Oh, man. Jesus. When he played me, he chose a 2-cost Archfiend that got stacks to do 8k to stuff. Oh yeah, there's a couple different like things you can do depending on what the matchup is. It's pretty neat. He's got the Miwa to untap everybody. I mean, this is just, you know, when they go all in, dude, and you just don't have a way to stop it, it's just what happens, man. They just get their way. Congratulations, Tyler, taking fucking Golbez, who earlier today he says to me, Tyler goes, yeah, I'm playing some weird shit, but it's probably not really worth the main camera. It's probably worth like the camera in the corner, brother. And then you won the week, okay? Not worth the main camera. Look at this guy. Congratulations, Tyler Ray, for taking it with a Nutter Butter Golbez week list this week. Tyler, there's already people in the Discord asking for the Golbez list in the deck list section. You're gonna need to go give the people what they want. Very cool. Thank you so much for everybody for tuning in tonight. As always, it was my pleasure to host. We will be back next week with number 318. Until then, folks, take care, everybody. Adios. Goodbye. Have a great night. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye now. Goodbye. Goodbye.